Hi guys! Today we're going to talk about some wild accusations in the Summer Wells and Orin and Orson West case. Now, keep in mind, at this time, these are purely allegations. I have no way to confirm the authenticity of them. But if they are true, it will take these cases to a whole new level. 2 days ago, I made a video, and for fun, I talked about some of the psychics in the Summer Wells case that had come forward and how some of their theories just differed wildly from the more popular theories of how Summer went missing. You see, some of these psychics have said that Summer's disappearance was linked to satanic cults and that she was taken for ritualistic purposes. So after that video, I got a comment in the comment section, and somebody said, you know, you have to go and look at Jody Sue's YouTube videos and her Facebook page, you know, going back. And you're going to find that Jody Sue, sorry, it's my dog, Jody Sue is heavily involved in the occult. I'm talking out in the woods dancing around at night kind of thing. So that got me thinking. Jody Sue, the woman that first heard the scream. Jody Sue, who is the direct neighbor to Summer Wells. Jody Sue, who has been accused of covering for her adult son's involvement in the case. Could it be? Well, I had read in the past that this area of Tennessee is actually riddled with cult activity. And I thought, well, why? You know, that seems like a strange place for cult activity, right? But is it? Because I grew up in the city, and I mean like city. But most of my adult life, I lived in the suburbs. And then the last 2 years, I've lived out in the country, husband's idea. But, you know, I got a lot of animals out of the deal, so it wasn't all bad. But it is very, very different in terms of the people, okay? Out here, it is very much a live and let live mentality. You do what you do in your home. That's your business. Okay? I don't see it. I don't want to know. If I do see it, I still don't see it. Okay? You get what I'm saying? So this isn't, I don't think, even as rural as where the Wells lived. So maybe that would be the perfect place for cult activity to take place. Because if everybody's going to mind their business, and even if they see something they didn't see it, then that's the perfect location. So I don't know, but that's got my head going just a little bit, okay? Because this whole summer taken by a cult isn't something that I really put a lot of stock in previously. I mean, I've heard tidbits along the way, but I really didn't put too much into it. But after watching these psychic videos, and especially Reverend Donna Sophia, you know, I've looked at some of her past cases, and I mean, she was on point with some of the cases and what she said happened long before the cases were solved. So I don't know, I got a little bit of chills from that. So we're gonna look a little bit more into that. So that's that. There is, so I have to look down to see the name of this YouTube channel, WCIA Newsroom. WCIA Newsroom, if you want to look it up. So the first time I saw this woman's videos, I thought, no offense, lady, but I thought she's actually batshit crazy. But then I kept watching for some reason. The more I watched, the less crazy she seemed, okay? Initially, I watched some of her videos, and she was talking also about Summer being taken by a larger ring, child abduction ring, essay type thing, but like on a large scale. And the first couple of videos were just like really hard to even kind of understand or wrap my mind around. But I think it's because you really have to watch all of them, like kind of go back and come forward. I kind of started at the end and went back, so it was really difficult. I mean, she's like analyzing photographs and she's talking about all these different cases of missing kids and how each kid would either hold their hand gestures a certain way or they all would have like a certain toy or like a little heart. It was, you have to watch it. I mean, I would be here all day trying to spit the words out and wouldn't be able to do it. You have to watch, okay? But buckle up because it's wild, okay? She's like linking all of these different missing children to this organization. It's shocking. It's shocking. And again, she could literally just be completely unhinged and I could be just kind of slipping into a conspiracy because, you know, now somebody put that thought in my head, but at least entertain it, okay? So also, on one of my other videos, actually on a couple of my different videos, somebody commented in the comment section. This person calls himself David Cohane on YouTube. So this person, and this is completely different than those allegations, this person, and this is going kind of way back in some of my videos and then in my more recent videos, would write like long paragraphs to me, like endless paragraphs about how Summer was taken by a woman who knew that she was abused and neglected and took her to give her a better life, essentially. And that Summer is very happy where she is, but that the heartbreaking part of all of it is that if this person gets caught, no judge is going to listen to them in terms of what Summer was living through and how they were the martyr who saved her, because this woman hadn't come forward, hadn't said where Summer was, and that was going to be her downfall, and that she would end up going to prison when in actuality she saved Summer. Actually, this person kind of like implored to this person, like, you need to come forward. You need to come forward because it will be too late if you get caught. So, and then it actually even gave me like previous cases where similar things have happened. And at first I didn't pay much attention because I thought like, okay, this is just this person's theory. But the more this person kept commenting to me and the detail that this person was using, I started to think, does this person know something? Do they know this person? Is it the person? So I started commenting back, you know, do you have proof of what you're saying? And the person was essentially saying yes, you know, and would give more detail. I went to the person's YouTube page and they had like 44 subscribers, but they had no videos. It was clearly a page made probably just for commenting. When I went to their email, it looked like it was I forget what the name is now, but it looked like it was something a female would write as an email address. I should have wrote it down, but it was like a girly email name. It didn't have like a name, but you know, something a girl would pick for an email address. But they used a male name as their cover on YouTube. So they had my head spinning because part of me was like, dismiss it. It's just somebody who, you know, came up with this theory. But there was just so much detail and kind of passion behind what they were saying, as though they really wanted me to understand that everything I was saying was incorrect because Summer is happy and healthy and fine, but that they really worried that since this person hadn't come forward in the beginning, that if they got caught, they were going to go to jail for kidnapping and nobody was going to care that they had done the best thing for Summer possible. So I don't know what to make of that. You know, sometimes I get comments or messages from people who, you know, you just kind of know that they're just like talking just to talk. But every now and then you get that message that makes you really feel like this person knows more than what they're saying. So that's just interesting. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? Then on the YouTube channel, Harsh Reality, I heard that there's an audio clip that was leaked, and I've not been able to find the audio clip, so I cannot confirm this, but that there was a snippet or an audio little tidbit from the Summerwell search, the police officers, that they had been talking to each other and said that they found a spot that had clearly been a grave and that the body had been moved. And they didn't want the information released to the public because they didn't want anybody out there disturbing it, looking for the grave or anything like that. And so they were going to withhold that information. Again, just an allegation. But if that's true, okay, that would be close. That would be in the Beach Creek area. And I remember that there's this intuitive woman or a psychic, and she goes by the name Dusty Albritton. There was a lot of drama with this in the beginning of the case. She said from the beginning that Summer had been buried by her parents and that she had been moved to several locations. In fact, she had been out searching. Then this other group got involved and was searching with her. She befriended Don to try to get information out of him. And she had like all these videos of like her talking to Dawn, but then Dawn got really inappropriate and was like hitting on her and like crazy stuff, like telling, he would be like drunk and like talking like sexual to her. And then it got really messy. Okay. And then Dawn turned on her when he realized that she was releasing this information. It was like watching a soap opera, but she did say in the beginning that Summer had been buried close to home, but that her body had been moved several times. And also, I do want to say, as far as Dusty, if you decide to go on her page or, scroll back, and you'd have to scroll back a long time because this was like way back in the beginning. Please don't reach out to her or anything right now. My heart goes out to her. My prayers go out to her. She recently lost a son. He was young, like in his 20s, and that was very recent. So please don't bother her right now in any way, trying to ask questions or anything. You can go on her page and scroll all the way back to like when Summer went missing and watch all of that. It's very entertaining, if nothing else. But please don't bother her right now, okay? Because she did just lose a son. It was very tragic. So that's it with the Summer Wells case. I don't know. If any of this is true, this is mind-blowing. We have empty graves, we have, possible cults, or we have a woman that kidnapped her and is like raising her as like an awesome mommy, and now Summer's this happy, healthy little girl. So I don't know. Now let's get to Orin and Orson West. There is a YouTube channel, and I believe it's called something simple like True Crime with Colette or something. And I haven't watched her very much. I just happened to see her, thumbnail yesterday, and I clicked on it. And then I found it on somebody else's too, but I don't remember where now. It escapes me. But there's an allegation. This is actually nauseating to even say, that Orin and Orson West were killed by their older siblings, and that the older siblings were made to do it from Trezell and Jackie. Now, I've only heard it in two different places, and I kind of think if information like that had gotten leaked, it would have been on like every YouTube channel by now, because this would have been at least 24 hours ago that the information would have come out. I have no idea where the information came from. I have no idea if it's going to blow up and, it's something we're going to start hearing, or if it was nonsensical and, one person heard it and somebody else just took the information. I don't know. I literally was, if anybody ever, if the FBI ever came in here for some odd reason and started looking through my search history, they would think I was the most unbalanced human in the world, because I was literally all the things that I search, it's crazy, but I was literally trying to search this last night in every way, shape, or form, the things that I was writing, and I couldn't find anything else behind this allegation. But nonetheless, the fact that I even heard it at all, she had to have gotten it from somewhere. I don't think that it just popped into her head. She clearly heard it from somewhere. I just wish I knew where. And I will continue to look for it and update you if I hear anything. But I thought, well, that is like absolutely, bonkers. Like, there's no way. But then I was thinking, could it be like at all possible? Because remember, they had an older child as old as like 12. They have 2 other adopted kids and 2 other biological children. Well, they have none now, but they were all put in state custody after the boys went missing. But one of them, I believe, if I'm not mistaken, was as old as like 12 years old. So could it be that, and this is sickening, I'm so sorry to even like put this in your head, but could they have made these kids help? Because then they could tell the kid, like, well, now you can never tell anybody because like you'll go to jail too. You know what I'm saying? Like, I know that's sick. I watch way too much true crime for my brain to even be able to like come up with something like that. But could that be a possibility? So I don't know. I'm going to keep an eye out for any more information as far as that, because that will be so shocking that that's going to just, I don't even know where that would take this case. That would be complete. And Sloan Bella, who's a very well-known psychic on YouTube and, I guess out in the real world, she did a video that was about the West Boys, and this would have been done like a year ago. And I never really thought about this until now when I heard about that allegation about the older siblings. She back then said that the boys were killed again in some kind of trafficking or, I don't want to say necessarily ritual, but kind of, like a trafficking kind of thing, that the parents were there and all of this. So, and she said that like Jackie and Trezell were completely involved in this ring. And I never thought about that again, okay? Because not many people were saying that about that case. It was just always kind of believed that, maybe Trezell just got mad and like beat one of them. Maybe the other one saw it, and so he had to dispose of both of them. But now, if this allegation has any weight to it at all, now I'm thinking about that. So do we have cults and rituals and trafficking rings in both of these cases? I don't know. Because remember, a lot of people just thought that it was odd with the West family that like they had these foster kids and adopted kids, and their parents were foster parents. It was like they were all like collecting all of these children. Now, was that just because they love children? Was that, I guess in this case, no, because they're standing trial for second-degree murder of children. But, was it that people just wanted to help children? Was it that they wanted to collect money off these children? Or is it something more sinister? I don't know. Tell me what you think about all these allegations. Shocking, wild, just hair standing up kind of allegations. We got it all here. We got it all. We got empty graves. We have trafficking. We have satanic cults. We have saviors coming in and stealing children and going off. I don't even know. Tell me what you think about it. Tell me what you think about the comment that I got from this person. Comments, this person who continuously comments and seems to know a lot. You can go read all the comments, you'd have to go back a ways to see some of the beginning ones, but I don't know. Let me know what you think about everything, and stay tuned because I will keep digging. You dig, and let me know if you hear anything that either can substantiate any of this craziness or debunks it. So, stay tuned. Bye.